Okay, let's try this again. Yeah. Okay. And we're back. And we're driving a car that is way too powerful for its own good. And its tiny tires. So we gotta feather the gas pedal and hope to not spin out on these corners. Because that would not be fun. We're gonna melt like that. Oh shit. It's not like this one. I really miss having a racing wheel. This game, with how precise, especially as you get faster and faster cars in this game, with how precise it is, you really want a wheel. So if nothing else, they can feel force feedback, which a cheap Xbox 360 compatible controller just doesn't give you. Look, I'm all over the place here. It's insane. Oh. Uh-oh. Whew. Also, if anyone has any map suggestions for me to drive around on, just like put in chat like the name or comment the name if you're watching this after it's been streamed, so I can find it. Because I'm always looking for new maps to drive around on this game. With how many hours I've put behind it. Oh, that's it. Ow. Wait, what? Huh. I still pop the one headlight up and down, so that's fun. Let's try that again. Second. Sorry, that had to change a few things about the stream for a second. That's an outside view of just how difficult this car is to deal with or control. Ow. Let's restart that. And let's try this. There's no way this will end badly. Dang, Steam notifications, get out of here. Oof. haven't hit anything yet. Oh, that ended that. Let's go down. Let's go up. Let's go down. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So we're fun to do next time. Did the car still drive after that? Because I did hit that wall a little bit. That was anticlimactic. Let's see what's up here. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can actually handle this car better if I put a smaller turbo in. And this menu always takes forever. Okay, let's try that. Has more torque off like 1,000, 2,000. It's a lot easier to point down a road. I actually drive this kind of aggressively, so that's good. Say that, but I'm still really having trouble with it. Oh, forgot about the bridge. Because the tack inside the car really doesn't apply once you change the engines up. So I think I may stick to this because I can actually get a better idea of when I need to shift. Still gets tricky once you're on dirt, but that's to be expected for a rear drive only car on dirt. Especially rear drive car that has power. That being said, I don't know how much power this thing makes in game. Because it's from a mod. I do know how much running into a bridge can hurt your handling though. I don't need any information to tell me that. Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna pull up the dyno HUD thing. See if I remember how to do this. Yep, that works for me. So let's just find somewhere relatively flat and level that I can drive and really see how much power I'm putting out. So it's like I'm putting out 200-ish with the stage 1 turbo. It's actually less than I expected, admittedly, with how I guess just being bad at car control. Alright, let me put the bigger turbo back on and see if that actually see how much that changes horsepower. So already that's more. So now it looks like we're making about 200. looks like we were getting about like 270 horsepower, but and more torque. This car apparently has a bunch of torque, which is kind of surprising. Let's try this again. Up understeer. My old front seat car. Okay, the car is most definitely not okay. That's intriguing. Huh. Neat. Man, I sound terrible today. Let's keep going. Wait, who's actually watching this? Someone other than just me having the stream up in the background? So that'd be, I don't even know what to say to that. Now let's change it. Let's change it up. Different map, different car. Likes to do that to me sometimes, for whatever reason. I went, there's, no, we're just gonna go to West Coast, USA. At the default spawn point. Oh man, and long load time, something you can expect from any computer running this game, really at all, unless you've spent multiple thousands of dollars on good CPUs and fast storage, which this computer has neither of, which with a 1 TB SSHD and a Phenom 2X4. That being said, it still does surprisingly well at this game. And let's see. Let's change cars. I have to load up the config, but this is something really dumb I figured out how to do. Let's find it. It's one of the configs I made for this car. That one, I think. Might need some changes though. I can't remember if I actually went all the way with this one. Yeah, I think it does. Let me tweak it a bit. Yay. Okay, let's put a. I basically went at this with a challenge to see if I could actually make this car handle reasonably at all. And I managed to make it really like to slide the rear end, which is odd, but it's a joy to toss around. First, we gotta go through all the menus that take forever. Then my trick is I put stiff, or at least heavy duty, shocks on the rear end so it doesn't like to bounce, which makes actually makes it kind of bounce more and slide around. You'll see what I'm talking about. And let's go. Here we go. Sounds like farts. Slow. Wee. Oh, still drives. Let's keep going. So my bumper's backward, like inverted now. Basically held on my license plate. It looks like almost. Is my car bent? My car's bent in half. Wow, that's dumb. Shit curve. Oh no, I lost my so fancy hubcaps. Whatever will I do? And now I can't really turn. Kind of end this spectacularly somehow, though. Oof. Oofed. Yeah, let's make this thing faster. This thing's just a little too slow right now. So let's go overkill levels of fast. First lane with tiny tires. Yeah, the car had a major oof there just a second ago. And because XS isn't enough, because XS is not enough, we're going to put twin turbos on our 3800 engine because I see no possible way this could go wrong. Oh, jeez. What is this monster? That's insane. Let's get out of this place. Yeah. Think I bent my car a little bit again. We did it. And let's get in here because I can actually see what I'm doing. Wee. can't floor it, otherwise tires just spin. This thing's dumb. Uh-oh. Ow. Let's try it again, but this time with wheels and tires that can actually handle this. Let's put some delightfully tacky basket weave wheels. I guess they're not tacky, it's just they look dated. And let's make steering that's actually worth something. So wheels, yeah, 14 by 5.5 will not cut it for this. Let's get these. These should do well. And let's get, see if any other tires. Yeah, sports tires are the ones I want there. So that's good. And let's do the same for the rear suspension. Even though there's no power going to these, I still need to be able to actually grip. Okay, let's try this again. It's a lot more manageable. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh no. Let's try that again. This time I'm gonna go up here. That's why stuff like this is why a Civic Type R should have really been all-wheel drive, because that much horsepower is just too much for a front-wheel drive only car. Because you can't use it. It's not fully. At least from what I've heard. I haven't actually driven a Type R yet. Haven't even driven anything close. Let's not do that again. That was tragic. Brakes, brakes, brakes. These brakes suck. Okay. Let's try it again with brakes that are worth a damn. And so back into the menus. I'm also gonna put some slightly bigger wheels on here. I think the best solution for right now, maybe actually make the engine a little less powerful, and then get the rest of the car dialed in. So, brakes, are there even, there's sport brakes. Let's get sport brakes, because sport brakes are great. And we can load. Then, let's get, yeah, sport front pads are good. Now for the rear suspension, which has terrible brakes right now. And let's get sport rear brake pads. And let's see if that helps our case at all. Which view is more interesting to watch, actually? Me inside the car, me outside the car, like this. Okay. Ooh, did that mess anything up? That did not mess anything up. That's impressive. I just went over a curb and nothing happened. Let's go up here. I see nothing I go wrong with taking this car I'm not used to and driving it through twisty mountain roads. I see no flaws with this plan. Oof. Oh, that wasn't even interesting. Let's try that again. And this time go this way. I'm actually really bad on this road. I have no idea where this goes. I have a vague idea, but I haven't actually done it. And I was going way too fast to read those signs. Let's go this way. Minor roof. And I'm gonna go down here. So I'm going to go to a highway, because highways are fun, right? There we go. And neutral. I really like this bridge area in this map. What I like to do is I like to go up it, like so. And actually, let's do it again without hitting the wall. There you go. That was much better. Okay, let's try it again without hitting a wall. This is, in my opinion, actually the best way to get value out of this game. Better than like the crashes that the game is so known for everywhere else on YouTube. Because the game lets you tweak so much about all the cars. Just past my turn. But because the game lets you tweak so much, you've got hundreds of hours of time in here just messing with all the cars and seeing what you like and seeing what you can tweak. Like, example, building one of these to actually go fast in the corner. And then the really good mod repositories add more to that. Like, for example, the twin turbos on this car are actually from a mod that actually also adds the coupe variant with the 2 doors. Yeah, let's keep going. Well, that was dumb. Let's just rewind that. And what you do is after that, you then turn around and go down here. And there's 2 lanes. If you stay in the right lane, definitely didn't have to check my left and right, this, there. And you get just fired out onto this big avenue down here. And you get fired right into a tree. And that's what it looks like when you're done goofed. What? What? Okay. We're just gonna do that. Should I change maps? Should I change maps or cars? Okay, let's see what else is up. First, let's hit a telephone pole. Okay. And let's go to Utah. Am I actually doing okay for frame rate? Apparently I am. And we don't have drop frames. So, woohoo! Got a slow car. Let's get a. Let's get. Let's get one of these. Actually, let's not. I think I actually have a rally version of this on here. Yep. Let's try this. This is gonna go great. Wow, that's wide, and that doesn't work. Let's get one that does work. Wow, this handles well. And that's why I'm not a Group B driver. Well, ooh, fun zone. See, what does this do? What do it do? Sure, let's go on a river. I see no problems here. White. That's awesome. Okay. I've had this mod for a while, but I haven't actually really messed with it until now. That's actually pretty good visibility. Oh. Oh, my visibility's gone. It's a lot of fire. And it still works. Just in case you need it. get why the twin turbo isn't working. Let me see if I can fiddle with that just a tad. Is it a 6-speed? No, it's just a. I guess we should keep the 5-speed. Is there anything I should change? That's not. Yeah, let's keep rolling with it. Let's go up here. This looks fun and not dangerous at all. One of the disadvantages of using a controller as opposed to a racing wheel for this is not knowing what gear you're in unless you look at the gear indicator. When you have like an actual stick next to you, then you can know and you spend less time accidentally shifting down into neutral. At least that's a problem I run into. Oh no. Do a barrel roll. Like new condition. $15,000 or best offer. Yeah, let's see how far I can take this thing. Doesn't handle too much differently, actually. I think the hood is doing me in with basically making my front wheels not do anything. Ow. See now why these cars actually hold up, because this thing is taking quite a bit of punishment. See, that fixed my problem. Now my hood has been ever so carefully removed. Is my alignment just completely destroyed at this point? Yes. Well, fireball. Okay. Let's change it up. Man, I sound terrible today. One of these, because these are actually really fun. For some reason, I find these, especially the less powerful ones, to be some of the better handling cards in the game. It just responds the way I want it to. I can't really describe it well. Like I said, it does feel insanely slow after just having driven that rally car thing. Nope. Oh, it's looking down. It's sad. Much better. I always get stuck in situations like that, not knowing whether or not I should downshift. I guess it just comes with time. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes! We did it. Oh boy, we're going over 60. Wee. You don't realize how important audio cues are in racing games until you have to mute it. Okay, like you can't hear the tire squealing, and with no force feedback, then you really don't know if you're, say, understeering or not, or if you're giving it too much throttle or not. So audio is actually really important in these kinds of games. Even if it's not the best quality or the best realism, it's still important that it be there. Oh, it's coming faster than I thought it was. Man, I managed to save that somehow. I thought for sure I was going to that guardrail. hockey? Looks like mainly just my rear wheel got destroyed there, which led to my undoing. Try that again. That was actually really fun. Like I said, this car just feels really good in this game. At least the lower power versions aren't super tail happy. Like say the 200BXs in this game, which even in its lower power variant still tends to be very tail happy. I think it's because this thing's just heavier. It feels more secure and firmer. As you can see in the dyno graph, we're really not making a whole ton of power. Like we're making like 140 torque maybe, and like 80 horsepower. That's kind of better. That's piss poor. Now we gotta work hard to get all that speed back. While we're losing speed up a hill, this is sad. But it's still fun. So I don't care. Going here, but this time I saw a dirt road that I didn't go on last time. I'm gonna try that. I think it's actually in one of the scenarios for this stage, or for this map, I guess. Right here, let's try this with rear wheel drive only and unlimited slip diff. This is gonna be great. Whoa, 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 no! Wait, the door panel's plaid? And let's see how badly that ended up. So, huh. Oops. Oof. That was close. Well, we're up here now. So what's the logical thing to do? Let's see. Let's go to the highest point and then go back down, because that sounds like fun. Here's good. And that was bad. That was terrible, actually. Wow. Actually, I'm gonna trade up one level just because I changes everything, because it's a not BMW. So they all have eyes now. It's already a bit quicker. Important thing with a car like this on dirt roads, at least from me playing this game. Again, I don't really have much real life experience with dirt roads, but if you keep up your momentum, you can really do a lot. It's like a Sonic game in that sense, actually. If you lose momentum, then you gotta gain all the grip, then you gotta gain grip, and then you gotta take off, and then you slowly kind of build your speed. Whereas if you just keep your speed momentum up, basically just slipping around all the corners, kind of like drifting, but less interesting looking, and way easier. That's just down a few gears. That was bad. Oof. No. And it's aerodynamic now? I just went the other way. Let's see. I think there's a way up there from over here. If I remember, like all the other stuff I've done in my 600 hours playing this correctly. And let's restart because I don't want to. I don't want to deal with messed up alignment for this. That was tragic. Yeah, I saw that coming. And I'll go back up the dirt trail again, because that was more visually interesting, I feel. I stop shifting so early, because it's really not doing me any favors. Oof, same spot. My steering wheel just moved down. See what? Because I noticed like the HUD, like the gauge cluster and stuff is all really tidy outside of the car. Hmm. So the front end bent down, and the other side kind of bent up. No, I'm not sure if that was from the roll or from that initial rock that I hit. I'll step it up a notch again to a car that actually has power. Well, more power. Been driving these not BMWs with the 2.4 liter, so now I'm gonna go with the 3 liter in brown, because brown is fun. It's a lot faster. Wow. I think it's still unlimited slip though. Yeah, I think so. Paving likes unlimited slip, although I could be wrong. So you can actually get down this? Yeah, so just kind of see how we fared there. See, my front bumper is placed neatly next to me. Front end's pretty fouled up. I'm pretty sure the steering would follow suit. And I've lost these two windows and these two windows only. Huh. Oh, we're going this way now. Didn't go well. I learned how to better combat understeer. And I think part of it's just hard to do with a controller again, because you have less precision. You're moving like a small nub over like an inch total, maybe an inch and a half, as opposed to string where you're doing a half rotation or a quarter rotation each side. That's a lot more room. It gives you a lot more precision. Like you see, like the best solution I find if you're stuck using controllers with this game is just tap the stick one way or the other, depending on which way you need to turn. Which is why you see that the steering wheel, whenever I'm in the inside view, steering wheel just is spazzing out anytime making turns, just because I'm doing slight adjustments to myself as I'm driving. This car's definitely harder up here on this dirt trail with the more powerful engine. It's even harder when your hood crumples up and covers up your visibility. But oh well. Take us over to the highway, actually. Hey, well, it's like 90 miles an hour already. And brakes. And understeer and hit that rock. Transmission decided to say hello, so that's fun. Though clearly still fine. Actually, gonna go down a different dirt trail by the mostly dried up river. Oh, yeah, I went down here with the rally car a bit ago. Actually, a while ago. And I'm really burning time playing this. Sure, let's go through a river. See no faults with that. There we go. Perfect. Wee, jumps. Jumps are fun. Let's drive through a bush, why not? And then through a river. Is that a river or is that more of a creek? I don't know, what's the classification there? I have no idea. Oh. I think one of the few gripes I have with any of the maps with foliage in this game is not knowing which. Because some of the foliage very clearly will hurt you, and some of it won't, and I find it hard to distinguish sometimes which is which. Whee! No low ballers, I know what I have. Is this trail? Let's just drive it into the river. Yay. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna grab the 2400 all-wheel drive version, or the 2400 IX, and I can see how that feels. According to Wiki, according to BeamNG Wiki, apparently because of the all-wheel drive system, this car is actually slower than the straight rear drive car in the game with the same engine. Which I think is interesting, but I think this is definitely climbing this hill better by a lot. Surprisingly good stopping. I was not expecting to actually be able to stop and avoid that. I'm going to call it here, though, after this finishes falling down the cliff. No, there's my bumpers. Huh, neat.